Hi there, Dr. Bob Flower with the Master Pattern Report for Monday, October 3rd. A couple of things are happening underlying everything. Uh, Primarily, it's like all the chiefs are trying to prepare for the onslaught. Um, all different types of recommendations to put this thing off as long as possible, but they're not working. Geithner, as you may know, was called a moron by some of the European leaders, predominantly the Germans. Germans are my new heroes for now, anyway. I mean, they're really standing up to everything and trying to pull everything together. And by the way, if it's not a secret up to now, they're only going to go so far, and then they're just going to let it all fall apart. They are not for saving the system at any cost. In fact, they understand that one of the more serious plans that they have in effect is to disconnect those countries that are potentially going to drag them down, such as Greece or Portugal or Spain or Italy. And we really have to watch out for Italy right now, because their gross domestic product is well above what they're bringing in. It's like 119%. So this is all just a matter of time, and it's like everybody behind the scenes knows about it, and they're positioning themselves. So we need you to position yourself as we are. And let me just give you a couple updates. This Wednesday the 4th, or the 5th, I'm sorry, the 5th, you can look for a significant move with the S&P, and we believe that that's going to be an up move. That's the way it looks so far, unless tomorrow is a big down move, and then Wednesday will reverse itself. But we think what's going to happen is it'll be a major move, large move, a couple hundred points, things of that sort, on Wednesday. Friday, silver. Now, what we think is going to happen with silver is this. We think the scenario is that it's around that $30 level, $29.50, $30.50. We think you're going to see a spike up to around that $34 level, $34.50, somewhere in there, and then a retracement back. It's the retracement back that I'm concerned about, because that may well bring us down to around the $26 level at this move. So be careful. Silver in the 20s, I think it's still a great investment. I don't think you can go too wrong in buying it, even if it does drop further, because I think eventually, as many of us believe, silver will make a move. But don't sell the house. Stranger things have happened, and with the deflationary movement that's been going on around the world, people are going to need cash, and if they have to sell their assets, regardless of how good their assets are, to survive, that's what will happen, and that sell-off will be with silver as well as anything else. Okay, now we're setting up our website, and so this is going to be a whole new approach. I told you we are looking forward to doing a joint venture with Google, and it will be something that will be positive for a lot of people. And the website will have a lot of description and information and frequently asked questions regarding questions that we really can't get to the way we're structured right now. So this is a whole revamping of the master pattern, and I'm looking forward to it, and you'll be able to get there and communicate and look at answers to questions, and throw your positive or negative commentaries on the website. By the way, just a quick word, please. I really don't mind the cynicism and the caustic responses, but we happen to have a very large clergy audience. I represent 10 churches within our local county. insofar as assisting them with economics and investments. And it can be a little embarrassing to see some of these responses. The character, not the content, not the character. I don't care about the character. You say whatever you want about me. But tone it down a little bit, guys. It can be a little embarrassing. Okay. Thank you. All right. In addition to that, there is something I wanted to say, an explanation about how we evaluate our own calls. And it's unless it's very obvious, I have a small committee which I depend upon for 1, 2, or 3 of them to give me their opinion as to how the last series of calls went. And I would glad to tell you who they are. One of them is a former senior vice president, worldwide vice president for Equitable, Gary Billings, Dr. Gary Billings. And he's been retired, and he's an expert in senior economics, so to speak. Another is Brad Cox, who is an investor, and he's a Yale economics master's degree recipient. Very objective individual. And the last is Jerry Galliano, who is a super duper software design expert, has many patents, and has a lot of contracts with major corporations to design different types of programs. And he's our far western representative. So, and usually they're the ones that say, well, you know, this can be interpreted both ways. You were off on this one, you were right on this one. You know, we did taking this approach. So anyway, you know, I'm trying to stay as objective as I can. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. It's a matter of, as I said many times, trying to interpret the master pattern because it is so new and so far-reaching. Okay, what else do we have? There is a date that I want to advise you of coming up. That looks like it may be a major date, a major move date, November 8th, give or take a day. But we think that there's something going on that may event itself on that date. Keep it in mind. We'll keep you apprised if that changes, or if it is more or less significant than what we think. Right now, it looks like it may be a very significant date at this particular time. We think that the market is in a downward move here, almost to the end of October, it looks like, the way the patterns are going. So keep that in mind. We may start to see a bounce at that particular time. I don't know what to make of this November 8th yet. I will keep you apprised of it, and if I see a clear pattern, fine. Otherwise, we'll do some sort of a straddle and see what we could come up with, and we're going to talk about that too in the near future. Okay. Again, I'm very excited about this, about the new website, and hope you'll participate in it civilly, and let us know your thoughts and how much you think about what we're trying to do here. Okay. Thanks. Have a great week, and I'm looking forward to a new start very soon. Thanks.